Congratulations on completing your first week of EDU302. I'd like to take a moment to welcome each of you. We have new students to the online environment. We have students who are taking their second online class. Let's see, we also have students who are undergrads as well as graduate students. Those of you that are that already know that you want to go into teaching or in this class, taking it as a prerequisite to the credential program, so that's great. Some of you in that category are looking at becoming special education teachers. One of you I noted as a single subject teacher, I think science. And then we have a few elementary teachers. Some of you know that you want to go into elementary teaching, so that's great. Let's see. And also, I would say over half of you are maybe just a little bit nervous about all this technology. So I want to take a minute to talk about the technology. As you go through this course, I'm going to ask you to think about the comments you made on this voice thread. You know, you talked about that good teaching is being committed, being flexible, change, those kinds of attributes, and you're absolutely right that that's really important. I also liked what you had to say when you responded to each other's contributions. You know, when you said things like, you know, I really thought about so-and-so's comment because it made me think about my, you know, 3rd and 5th grade teacher. You didn't like them very much. You didn't think they were committed. Those kinds of things are really, really, really important. And as a result, I teach the way I teach because of those experiences, those thoughts about what I liked and what I didn't like. One of you said you had a teacher and all they did was talk, or read, or you didn't do much and you were bored. It was boring. I have my share of those teachers too, and I have vowed that every time I teach a course, it's going to be upbeat, right? So I'm thrilled with all this technology because it's kind of like Christmas, and you get all these free toys, and you can play with them and be creative and do whatever you want with them. So I have to admit that that has really influenced my teaching as well, and both face-to-face, but in the online environment, it's just so cool. So I am hoping that you will find these tools interesting. I'm hoping to lower your anxiety a little bit about that technology, because I've chosen technology that is that sort of has a template interface. So it's not super, it doesn't have a large learning curve. Okay, so like VoiceThread, for example, not a large learning curve. Those of you that participated in the introductions as well as the chapter 1 discussions on good teaching, it looks like you did great. You did great. You chose to use the text tool a lot, and I would love to encourage you to use the audio. Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful. Thank you for using that audio. As you go through online classes, you're going to be exposed to plenty of text-based information. So I want to create that environment where you get to interact with each other a little bit, or at least have that that feeling of interaction by hearing voices and seeing faces. So I want you to use your webcams. I want you to use that your microphones and speak to each other. If you make a mistake, you can always erase it. Or you can do what I do and just go, oops, and move on. Okay? It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I am not grading your use of technology per se. I'm really listening to your content, and I'm enjoying hearing your voices, those of you that used your voice. And James, I noted that you said you were going to get brave enough and you were going to record some audio. So I'm going to hold you to that. I'm listening for that. Okay, let's see. So again, just welcome to the course, and please try not to freak out about the technology. If you have any issues, any difficulty, just give me a call. I am here all day, Monday through Friday, by phone, email, and tweet me a message. It'll come through my cell phone. So I will help you as much as I possibly can to ease your anxiety and help you enjoy the tools as much as I do. At least I hope you'll enjoy the tools as much as I do. All right, and again, as part of the conversation, I noted that Edward, Don, and Summer, you did a great job with being able to make reference to the text and connect it to your comments. That's really important as we go throughout the course. So I want to encourage all of you to do that. And let's see, what else? In that same light, it helps me to be able to evaluate what you're saying in the context of the rubrics, which we use to give you, which I use to give you a score, and it helps me know that you are learning something and that you can apply it. So it's, you know, having you connected to your reading is important. Primary methods in the course are text. You got to read your textbook. And what I plan to do is to do introductions at the beginning of each week, talk about what happened in discussions the previous week, and, you know, guide you through the following week. But I really need you to read your textbook as a primary method of instruction. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Okay, that's pretty much it on last week. Let's talk about what's coming up this week. So I'm going to take you through the course, and we're going to hit some of the highlights for next week. So we're going to go into learning activities and into week 2. All right. So, oh, great. You know what? Not everybody is in our Facebook group yet. So if you haven't friended me so that I can accept your friendship and add you to our 302 CBU Facebook group, please do that, because that's where we're going to be writing, making your comments about your fieldwork experience. And those of you that really want to learn about that, you know, what makes you a good teacher, you're going to see a lot in your fieldwork experience. So I really want to encourage you to take advantage of that time to explore, have conversations with teachers, have conversations with students about what they like, what they think works well, what they think don't. And trust me, even when they're elementary, they'll have opinions about what they like and what they don't like. Okay, so your fieldwork activity for this week is explained in this video, so make sure you listen to it. And then if you have questions, send me an email, a tweet, or call me in the office. Let's see, in terms of submitting your assignment, when you click on the link, it will upload, and you have the option to cut paste in this area or attach a document by clicking on Browse My Computer and then attach your document. Okay, want to draw your attention to the rubric. Okay, this is what you are being evaluated on. So as you complete the exercises related to the activity, make note of these things. Okay, so that you score as well as you'd like to score. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And great. Okay, so we talked about the assignment there and where you can load it. Let's take a look at content for this week. Okay, this is sort of like the lecture. It's a Glockster poster. It's going to take a couple seconds to load. And as a digital poster, the content is there, and you can listen to it in any order that you like. Basically, it's on Chapter 2, Cognitive Development. You're going to get your theorists. You're going to get their theories. And then you're going to be writing a blog on these two. So you'll listen to this and this one, and they are links to, oh, what is it? They're links to a video that simulates the classroom. No, it doesn't simulate the classroom. It is a video of a real teacher in a classroom. That's what that is. And they're actually teaching. So you'll get to discuss those in a blog for this week. Anytime you see the little pink circles come around an image, that means it's a link. So you want to click on that. Okay, same thing with this one here on cognitive development. Click on that, it's a link. These are actually videos, so if you just push the play button, they should play. Okay, same thing with Piaget and Vygotsky, it's a video, so you click on that play button and it should play. This is a podcast, and here is the play button hidden in the flower. So you can listen to that. Okay, that will help you to address the blog. Okay, so when you go into the blog, you'll have these questions here, and then you can add your comments to them by clicking on the comment link, or it looks like in Caroline's case, she chose to create a whole additional blog. Did she do that? Yeah. Yeah, she did. So you can create blog entry. I can't remember if my directions told you to actually, well, let me check that out. I can't remember. Okay, so that's the home page. Let's see. That's Vygotsky. Oh, that's Caroline's. Okay, let me go back to learning activities. Let's see. What did I put in this as far as directions go? That's still Caroline. Ah, here we go. All right. So after viewing and listening to all the links in the digital post. Okay, here we go. Post a response. Click on the comment link under the question of your choice. Oh, very cool. Okay, so there's 2 questions. Let's go check that out. Let's check that out. Put it there. There. Okay, let's cut that one. All right, and let's click to launch. And let's see. Okay, so here is still Caroline's. Oh, maybe is that it? That's Caroline. That's Caroline. I am still on Caroline's. Where is that? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that and clear that up. Something's missing. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, let me go back here, and I'm on the toothache here. No. Okay. To post a response, click on the comment link under the question of your choice. So how are Piaget and Vygotsky's learning theories evident in the 2 vignettes, and how do the teachers in the vignettes apply the learning theories in the moment-to-moment decisions of teaching? Why don't I see those 2 questions? All right, give me a second here. I might need to bird walk and find out what's going on here for a second, and I might need to fix something later. Okay, now let's go back in there. Oh, it's not gonna let me go back in there. Click. All right, let's deal with that later. I'll come back to that idea. Figure out what is going on with that. Can I try one more time? No, something's up. Okay, I'll figure it out, and you'll notice the change if one needs to be made. All right, let's talk about your small group chapter wiki. Okay, listen to this video. It'll give you all the details, and then if you have questions, contact me. And then lastly, you're going to continue to work on that throughout the week. Okay, small group chapter wiki. Oh, because they are due according to the timeline for your group. So make sure you pay attention to your due dates for your chapter. And they are found in the syllabus as well as in each week. It'll tell you, when it's coming up. So like next week, it'll give you a heads up that chapter 5 will be week 4. Okay, let's see. All right, I hope all that makes sense. Got on a little bird walk there. My blogs aren't looking right, so I have to check those out. Okay, last thing I want to talk to you about is your faith integration assignment. So I'm going to go back to learning activities, and let's discuss your faith integration assignment. This assignment is due Tuesday at midnight of the last week of the course. Tuesday at midnight of the last week of the course, week 8. Okay, and what you have are 2 sets of videos. Together, each set makes up one, I think, 50 or 55-minute sermon. Okay, so I'm actually having you listen to a sermon. They're in little bite-sized chunks, and then you're going to respond to the faith integration journal. It's a journal. Okay, so you'll click here, respond to it, and then that would be that. And the interesting thing I think about the faith integration assignments, especially in terms of why I selected them for this course, is because many of you are in a decision-making time. You're thinking about going into teaching. Not all of you have made that decision. And those of you that have made that decision, how do you know you made the right decision? You have to have a heart for kids in order to teach well. And especially in order to be willing to be committed and flexible and change as needed, all those things that you guys talked about in the voice thread. So how do you know that teaching is God's will for you or your purpose? Okay, so that's what these sermons are meant to have you think about. Okay, so they're due Sunday at midnight, week 8. All right, so I think that will take care of our reflection from last week and what's coming up this week. So make sure you contact me if you have any questions. I am here for you. Don't worry about that technology. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. And again, contact me if you need to. Otherwise, have a great week.